Hey everybody, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. I hope you enjoyed the holiday season with your family and friends. Unfortunately, we have so much to talk about. One of them will not be how bad we lost to the Chiefs. I ain't talking about that. I'll talk about it briefly, just for a second. And I'm also not going to talk about how we beat the Browns. I think we know how to beat the Browns. We know how to do it. We know what weapons they have, and we know what we need to do to stop them. But the biggest distraction here, it's not Adrian Clem. Him getting a job in Oregon is not a distraction. Okay? I don't know who said that ain't it. The biggest distraction here is number 7, Ben Roethlisberger. So we have to talk about that. That's all anyone else is going to be talking about. They're not going to talk about how we can beat the Browns. They're going to be talking about that guy right there and what he said the other day about maybe this is his last game. Let's talk about it. We have to. Sorry. Let me start by saying not his last game, but his last game in Heinz Field. Okay? I know someone's going to be like, oh, it's not his last game. We still have one more. Get it. I got it. His last game in Heinz Field, for those that like to get smart. That was right off the bat, you knew the reporters were going to go in on Ben. And they did. They did not wait. They went straight for it. And he gave them the soundbite that they wanted, that we were all anticipating, I guess, right? We wanted to know if it was going to be his last season. And he pretty much said, look, all things are pointing that way. And I, you know what I really think it is, bottom line? I think it's just physically, Ben's been playing hurt all season. All season, this man's got what? Pec, rib, hip, whatever, knee, thigh, everything. Ben has been playing injured all season. It's probably debilitating to him mentally and physically. Like, I just feel like he's like, okay, man, like I'm not physically well enough to perform the way I want to. Although I don't think he's been performing horribly, but I do think it has played a major factor, and probably some mentalness too, right? Some mental toughness with him. So he said the fingers are pointing that way. How to get the fingers pointing another way, I don't know. I know that organization would definitely welcome him back if that's what he wants to do, but as sad as it is, and I don't want to see this end, like I know he's still capable of leading this team, and I know the offensive line is just horrific at times. It's not his fault. But dang, to just have to start all over seems like it seems like we're not ready. Like, of course, they were like, oh, the organization should have been preparing for a succession of Ben. Why? How? They tried to see what they could do with Mason. That was an attempt. It didn't really pan out, but it was an attempt. And luckily, we got an opportunity to see what it was going to be like before, Ben decided not to come back. So we got an opportunity to get a sneak peek at what Mason Rudolph would look like before, when Ben got the elbow injury. So, yeah, they haven't tried since then, but they tried, okay? Ben wasn't really happy with the selection, but they definitely tried something. They didn't just sit there and let Joe Blow off the street play backup quarterback. So yeah, this is like by far the biggest distraction that everyone's gonna have to face. The emotion in this game, I think will be to the Steelers' benefit, because that crowd is going to be obnoxious. And if they aren't obnoxious, I'm going to be obnoxious about them not being obnoxious. The emotion. I'm expecting tears. I'm expecting strangers to be hugging each other. I'm expecting just so much. And I hope that I am not on the one zoomed in on camera crying. I hope it's not me. I don't want it to be me. I don't. Like, that's one of my fears, is being that person that gets on camera and you just have the saddest face and you become a meme forever. I don't want to be that person. I'm actually terrified of it. Regardless of whoever becomes the lifelong meme, it's going to be a day where I think Steeler Nation is going to come together. They're going to be a family. You're going to see things and feel things and do things that you probably wouldn't normally do at a regular Steelers game, because this one right here is going to be different. It's going to be cold. The temperature is going to be cold, but it is going to be so full of emotions. Like, I feel like I'm getting emotional thinking about how emotional that game's going to be. It's going to be full of so much. I mean, from previous players, just oh man, it's going to be thick. The air is going to be thick. You're going to be cold, but it's going to be thick. And, it's going to be to the Steelers' benefit. Like, you cannot have all these emotions in that building and not go out there and play as hard as you can for that man, number 7. Like, you have to go out there, you have to give it your all, because it's going to be that kind of game. You have opposing team, a divisional team that's trying to, stay in the picture. And we have the ability to send them on their way, right? And we have the ability to stay in the picture somewhat. So we have to do what we can. We have to take these emotions, we have to put them to our advantage and use them as fuel. Some people that won't be there, it's pretty strongly looking like that Joe Schobert and Wormley and Millette won't be there. And I know Millette, he comes with a lot of energy. He comes with emotion, okay? He comes with a lot of emotion. I don't care what you say. I watched him last week. He came out like angry, okay? And Joe Schobert, who I think was hitting a stride, and Wormley, I was waiting for him to come back, because I saw what he did. We saw what he did in the Baltimore game and some other games leading up to it. But he, to me, is a competitor. And I would have loved to see him on Sunday, but I don't think that's going to happen due to him being on the COVID list. I mean, Monday. I keep saying Sunday. Monday Night Football. So, yeah, that probably won't be happening, and it sucks. It sucks so bad. So with that, I mean, I look forward to seeing everyone there. It's going to be my last time in Heinz Field, and I'm gonna miss it. This year was miraculous for me in Heinz Field, and I know that I feel like I'm summing things up, but it is very much a summary of every person, every place that I went and visited and experienced in Pittsburgh this season. I've been to a decent amount of games this year. I've met amazing people. I've developed friendships with a lot of you, and I talk to you weekly, and it's going to be bitter and sweet, but also hopefully victorious. And I am praying we all come out there smiling and crying and all those beautiful things, because this era was great. This was a great era for us. We got to see a guy come in year after year and do his best and never be denied being one of the greats in that position. And I don't care what anybody says. He is one of the greats. The things that he's been able to do with some of the players. Antonio Brown isn't Antonio Brown without a Ben Roethlisberger. There are just so many amazing talents that have developed around this person that we just have to give credit. Guys made a lot of money because that man was throwing him the ball at one point and people noticed. So yeah, it's so sad. I'm trying to get the energy out, but it's difficult because I'm reflecting and seeing it. it's sad. It's the end of an era. And I'm not going to completely close the door until it is final said and done. But just based off hearing him say that was a lot confirmation for a lot of us. So, you know, we're holding on tight, but we're going to be there. We're going to represent, and we're going to send him out in Heinz Field the best way that we know how, right? I will keep it short like that just because we know we have to win this game. We know all the implications. Um, I'm expecting the offense to show up. I'm expecting the offensive line to do their job, to protect him in ways. It might be a flag frenzy. It might be a flag frenzy, but I'm anticipating, this offensive line to step it up. If we get Pat back, great. He's been listed as questionable all week. But he said, see you on Monday night. So I'm expecting to see him. Defensively, I'm a little worried because of some of the pieces that we're missing. Hopefully we do have Devin Bush back. I haven't seen reports on Devin Bush being back, but I'm almost sure he should clear COVID protocols by Monday. So he should be good. And that's my biggest worry is defensively, honestly, because the run game has been a struggle, and losing defensive pieces like Joe and Wormley don't benefit us. I have to check the injury report, but Spillane played really, really well in Kansas City, so I hope that carries over. Of course, Minkah Fitzpatrick, I mean, that guy, you guys have to really watch him. Like, I know I talk about him all the time, but watch and study the way that he does not give up. And he keeps it going, and he keeps it on. It never goes off. It never goes off. Never goes off with that guy. Like, I've seen players go to the bench and just like taking a break. They looking around. That man is zoned in till the game is over. Okay? He is in the zone. It is crazy to see. I love seeing it, though. But anyway, I could talk about him all day, and I don't have enough time, and y'all don't care that much. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. I cannot wait to see you in Heinz Field. I'm going to stop by as many tailgates as I can because I want to say goodbye to everybody that I met this season. So I will try to be out there as early as I can and stay out there as long as I can stand it because it's going to be so cold. But still, stay tuned. If you are coming to Maryland for the Baltimore game, I might make that work since it's down the street. But yes, it's been an amazing season at Heinz, and like I said, I cannot wait to see you guys all there. I'm going to try to see as many of you as I can. I get in on Sunday, so let me know, and I would be glad to see you guys in Heinz, in Pittsburgh, one last time. Let's make it amazing. Let's make it memorable. Let's laugh. Let's cry all together, okay? So here we go, and I can't wait to see you guys for Monday Night Football.